Hi, my name is Allison Amend, and I'm the author of a short story collection, Things That Pass for Love, and a novel, Stations West. And today I'm going to talk to you about my unconventional and slightly bumpy path to publication of Stations West, my novel. So Stations West was published in 2010 by Louisiana State University Press, but I actually finished it in 2004. I was very excited to land myself a big-time agent who believed in the book so much that she hired an outside editor to help me smooth out the kinks in the novel, and we were both extremely excited about the finished product, Stations West, which we sent around to editors at the top publishing houses. In addition to having had this great experience with an outside editor, the first chapter of the novel had also appeared as a standalone story in One Story magazine. Hannah Tinty, the editor of One Story magazine, who's fantastic, helped me edit it, and so it had sort of her backing as well when we went out to major publishers. And the publishers were enthusiastic, but nobody wanted to actually purchase the novel. I ended up having a meeting with a very top-level editor at a very top-level publishing house, which shall remain nameless. And it was, one of those interviews where I went in and we had, in our corner office, we had cappuccinos made for us by her 23-year-old Ivy League intern, and it was all very promising. She loved the book, but she had two concerns, she said. One was that women tend to buy books, and she was worried that there was no strong female character in my novel, which makes sense since it is the story of 3 generations of men in a family in Oklahoma in the 1800s. The other worry she had was that there was no love story, and could I add a love story? And I thought about it, and it seemed to me something that wouldn't even necessarily end up in publication. So I declined, and we went on to some other houses. When all the large houses passed, my agent was kind enough to start sending it out to smaller publishers, such as Grey Wolf and Soft Skull and Akashic. They were also very enthusiastic, but nobody actually wanted to publish it. And at that time, the agent recommended that I put the novel in a drawer. And I thought about doing so, but I really, really believed in this novel, and I really believed that it had a place out there on the shelves in bookstores, and it was something that people might want to read. So, undaunted, I continued to try to place the novel, and that included me going to Book Expo America, which is not traditionally a literary fiction venue. And I went around, I made a list of all the publishing houses I wanted to visit, and I went around and pitched my novel to all of them. It was horribly embarrassing and humiliating, and in between every pitch I would go over to the bar and have a shot of something. But nothing came of that either. And then in about 2009, Hannah Tinty, who'd always been enthusiastic about the book and was, expressed surprise that it hadn't sold, got a phone call from Michael Griffith. And Michael Griffith was curating the Yellow Shoe fiction series at Louisiana State University Press. And he told Hannah that he was looking for a novel, a historical fictional novel that had been overlooked by mainstream publishers. And Hannah immediately kindly recommended my novel. And the rest is history. At that point, I didn't think I wanted or needed an agent. I'd felt somewhat that my agent had sort of abandoned me in the process. I wish that she had helped me through to find a publisher, even if there wasn't necessarily a remuneration for her. But I realized when the contract arrived in my inbox that I needed somebody sort of on my side. So at that time I was talking with Tara Chalberg about my future career, and she has been a fantastic agent helping me through the negotiating process with that contract and with other things. And what's so exciting about working with her is that she's really, really excited about growing with me.